Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to start off with a quick trip down to the garden center. They just got a new load of perennials in a couple of days ago, so I just want to check it out. And whatever we end up with today, we'll probably bring it home and plant it. All right, we have arrived. They just barely opened. And I think I beat my mom here. She's probably on her way. Oh, it's so pretty in here in the morning. I'm going to grab one of these right away because I know I'm going to need it. Oh my goodness, you guys, check out all the echinacea. And there's already a few echinacea set aside for me that we're gonna grab in a second, but we just have to check these out. So Green Jewel, I have these planted near the pond and they're so beautiful, but there's Sombrero Sangrita, Raspberry Truffle, Tres Amigos, Sunseekers Miniola. Ooh, I like this one, Prima Ginger. That's beautiful. Oh, I wish they had some color. Sweet Sandia, ooh, these are pretty. Sweet Sandia, I think I've got a couple of these. Love this one, Sunny Days, Sunseeker Rainbow, White Swan, one of my top 2 echinacea varieties right here, love it. Fiery Meadow Mama, I love that. And then look at the color on these, oh my gosh. So this one's called Sombrero Poco Yellow, and this is Artisan Soft Orange. Actually looks really pretty with the Rosa Sharon. What variety is this? Poly Petite, oh, how petite does it stay? 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, I just got to do a quick scan to see what else. There's some salvia, a whole bunch of salvia. Look at all those fresh plants. And you guys, I've been told that of this new perennial load, that almost half of them are already gone. In like the day and a half to 2 days that they've been here, we found that it really just doesn't matter if it's really hot out. People still want to plant. Ooh, these are pretty. Parapluie Rouge. Oh. Gorgeous. There's a whole bunch of dianthus, key lime pie. My goodness, that's a big bloom. That's pretty. What is this? We could go to the other side of the table. American pie, Georgia peach pie. Look at that. Those are big blooms and they're really interesting. There's some delphiniums, a whole bunch of gaillardia, hollyhocks, the Fama white pincushion flower, which this is one of my top 2 pincushion flowers, Fama white and Fama blue. Also some campanula in here, more of a ground cover type. Ooh, nepeta, and lavender over there. Ooh, this is a pretty one, Prelude Purple. But there's some really like light pink. And what is this? Mountain mint. Clustered mountain mint. 2 to 4 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet wide. That's interesting. Oh yeah, it smells good. Oh, okay, so lavender right here. But this is what just caught my eye. Look at all the coreopsis. Oh, I want to see if they've got either buttery yellow or like a pink. I like these too. These are really, really fun. They're just such a happy flower this time of year. Okay. Oh, what is this? Nova Opal. Oh, we have to have these. This is a must. Oh my gosh, 12 to 14 inches tall, 14 to 16 inches wide. Usually the pink varieties, I have a hard time getting them to come back, but this says it's a zone 5, so it should do just great. There's also shades of rose coreopsis, zone 5 as well, a little bit bigger. That's definitely a brighter pink than this one. Maybe we could try them both. Ooh, I like this one too. Oh, looks like there's just one, but star cluster. Oh, you know, we have so many established drifts of perennials, like big areas planted with the same thing, that I'm kind of in a position at this point where there are some spots where I just want to plant singles. You know, a little bit of this and that, just as accent plants. And how big does this one get? 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. Yes. Okay, where's my cart? I abandoned my cart. Hello, I beat you. Hey, Sophia. I'm snagging some coreopsis.
Well, there's a lot.
Okay, yes there is. I'm snagging this one.
Oh, that is so pretty. That's the last one.
I know.
Yeah, isn't that
yes.
beautiful, Sophia? That's beautiful.
That is really pretty. What's your favorite color of flower?
You don't know?
They are
They're
all pretty.
Yeah.
I'm in the same camp.
Yeah.
My niece is here working with my mom today. They just headed back inside because my mom tore apart oh, there's the train. Little ambiance for the morning, but anyway, she tore apart a display yesterday. So give it a minute. So she's gonna work on putting that back together right now. Oh, you guys, more lavender. Whoa. A ton of lavender, some Gara, and some hardy geraniums. Oh, you know I am a sucker for a hardy geranium. This is Azure Rush, which we have in the garden somewhere. I don't remember where we planted it, but I just love these so much. I mean, to have something that looks fresh and that has blooms on it this time of year, they're so beautiful. Oh, looks like there's a bunch of daylilies in here. They've really cleared out these types of structures for the most part because they get so darn hot. There's some pretty color in here. Some yellow daylilies, some red ones. That's a ruby stella right there. And I love this type of fountain right here. I've got one that I had in the Hartley for a while. Anyway, I need to set it back up. I'm gonna go grab the echinacea that are set aside real quick because I'm excited to see them. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at the color. Oh, these are a Sunseeker salmon. They don't look salmon at all. They look just kind of ballet pink or baby pink. They are absolutely gorgeous. 2 feet tall and wide, hardy down to zone 3. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. These were set aside. I'm also keeping my eye out for a centerpiece plant for our raised bed vegetable garden pots that are in the front. I put some stuff in there, super bells and hibiscus, that I'm just not loving. I don't know if I want to keep those in there, but I do have some beautiful, they're those tiny tot arbs at home. I might use some of those, but we'll see if anything catches our eye. I'm also looking for some sedum or something like that to put around those mangaves in front of the Hartley. Well, we'll see. Oh, what kind of sedum is this? Autumn Fire, 24 inches tall, 18 inches wide. So it's a little smaller than the Autumn Joy. Really like that though. We could use some more sedum. Maybe I might get a couple of these. Oh, you guys, here we go. Here's some sedum. Oh, I like that. But that's a little bit too light in color. I'm thinking we need something that's pretty. Black pearl. Let's see what we've got in here. This is another one they try to kind of clear out a little bit because it just stays hot. There's fans going. There's herbs and stuff still in here. I don't know if, oh. Well, here's some sedum. This is what I need. I think we should get like 6 per pot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't want them to squish. So there's 10, 11, and 12. I would actually love to use lemon coral, and I've got 3 on hand, but it's not quite enough for those 2 pots. I would need 6 probably of those. They're huge, the ones I've got. These will be beautiful though. Okay, I gotta start a new cart. Gah. I saw some pink variegated ajuga in there as well. I'm gonna check that out here in a second. Oh, I missed this whole table of echinacea. What in the world? Adobe orange, Sunny Days ruby, Prima ruby. This one is hot papaya, Kismet white, glowing dream. Whoa, that's pretty. Flamethrower right here, and sombrero flamenco orange. Oh my gosh. Oh, this greenhouse is the place to be. Look at, oh, what are these little coreopsis? Look at how sweet these are. Just as pink coreopsis, hardy to zone 3. What? Okay, maybe we need to try like 5 of those. And they're little 4-inchers. Look at how cute. Oh, and this right here. This is the Princess Nadia ajuga, and I absolutely love it. I've planted some of these on the west side, like along where we've got the urns, and I'd love to add some more along the edge because you can see they've got some color here. They usually bloom more profusely in the late spring. But even after they're done blooming, the leaf color is so gorgeous that they just provide a ton of interest. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's call it an even 10. I won't clean them out. And we're gonna squeeze 5 of these in to that flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. You know what? Maybe some of these lime twister sedums too. Look at how beautiful. Ah, uh-oh. Of course, it went right through the crack of the table. Hardy to zone 4, 6 to 10 inches tall, 12 to 18 inches wide. Oh, yep, for sure. I'm gonna take some of these. Look at that variegation. This whole cart right here has a very soft look to it, and that is really pleasing to me. Look at that. Beautiful. Had to get a new cart. Okay, let's venture to the back here because I see a bunch of stuff on this table. Some salvia, some veronica. Ooh, this veronica is variegated. It's got a little creamy margin on the leaves. And look at this one. This one's called Kiss the Sky. That's beautiful. Ooh, and some Rudbeckias. There's the Little Henry, Black-Eyed Susan, Early Bird Gold, Glitters Like Gold. This one's starting to get some color on it. American Gold Rush. This is the Prairie Glow. It's got red in it. Then there's a bunch of beautiful yarrow. There's some goldenrod. Sugar Kisses goldenrod. Ooh, that's pretty. That would be pretty around the pond, wouldn't it? How big does this get? 1 to 2 feet tall and wide. Okay, we'll try that. All right, and then what do we have in this high tunnel? Bunch of grasses. I'm loving this one. Chameleon Little Blue Stem. 20 to 24 inches tall and wide, zone 3. It's a schizachyrium. These typically do really well for us. Also seeing this one looks really pretty. So what is this? What is this? A Strollenkel? What the heck? I've never even heard of that before. Tall moorgrass. 5 feet tall by 3 feet wide. Huh. That's really pretty. And a green leaves moorgrass. Stays a lot smaller. 12 inches tall. 16 inches wide. Oh, you guys, this one right here is called a Blackhawk's Blue Stem. I have these planted behind the patio in front of our pond, like directly behind the Adirondack chairs, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Like so pretty. And you can see they've got some dark color here, and then they turn real pretty color in the fall. I really like them. How big did they get? I can't remember. 4 to 5 feet tall, 1 to 2 feet wide. Okay. I think most of this stuff is trees back here. And I'm sticking with small stuff today. In fact, I think we should probably be done. I overfilled one cart and have another one started. So I think that's plenty of work. We may not even get it all planted today. Oh, you guys. Okay, hold on. They've got a couple of the Sting arborvitas. I think, oh, hi Larry. Hey buddy. How you doing in there? Hi there. What are you doing? You look very nice. Very handsome boy. You're very handsome. Yep. Anyway, these Sting arborvitas are so cool. They grow. Oh, yes, I know. I know it. It is just warm out here today, isn't it? So they grow 15 to 20 feet tall, 1 to 1.5 feet wide, zone 3 through 8. I might snag these because these might be the right height for the pots in front of the raised bed vegetable garden. And if they're not, I would love to have more of these out like in the dirt lands because there's such a strong vertical accent. And they absolutely tuck in. I mean, I could put these in the south garden too. So we could have some really tall vertical interest without taking up a bunch of space. Yeah, talked myself into it right there. There, okay, we gotta be done. There's our haul plus the 2 flats on top of the truck. I'm gonna get it all home, lay it all out, and then we'll kind of take a close look at everything that we picked up just now. And then we'll start working on getting it in the ground. I'm gonna move the swimming basket here. It's going inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 27, 27, 2, 3, 5. All right, there's our haul from this morning. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful load. Beautiful. And like I said, like everything looks kind of soft and like very soft greens, soft pinks, and soft yellows. I'm just loving it. So first couple of projects we're going to work on today, we're going to go pop the sedum in underneath the mangaves in front of the Hartley. And this is a variety called Coral Carpet. I think I went through the names of most of the other things and the stats. So I'll at least just give you the names and you can look them up if you want to learn a little bit more because I don't want to repeat myself. I tend to want to repeat myself a lot. so try not to. But this one, zone 4, 3 inches tall, but 8 to 10 inches wide. And I think it's gonna be a perfect contrasting color to what we've already got going on in those pots. This sedum right here is the Lime Twister, 6 to 10 inches, 12 to 18 inches, zone 4. I might use this one in these pots. We're gonna actually work on these pots probably first, and then we'll go do the Hartley pots. So these are just, they're looking mangy, and I'm just not enjoying them. So I would like to either put the Sting Arborvitae in the center. I mean, look at this. I can't remember the name of this hibiscus, but I mean, it's always like in a state of like half bloom. And then when it's done blooming, it's got these great big things, you know, the spent blooms that fall off and look messy. And then the super bells are just struggling in this space. So we're done. We're done with these. Bethany's actually gonna take them home. She's gonna pop them in somewhere and just see what they do for her. But anyway, I'm ready for a change in this space. So I thought something very clean and crisp right there. Maybe either the tiny tot or the stings with the sedum around it be a very nice, just peaceful look. And then of course the Sting Arborvitae. And then we've got the beautiful pink echinacea, the Sunseeker salmon right here. We've got the Nova Opal Coreopsis. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This reminds me a little bit of the Apricota Cosmos, actually, just in miniature. And then the Autumn Fire sedum. So you can see the pink color right there, just a really beautiful fall interest. And sedum are awesome because it's once a year cut back, and that's all you have to do with them. They never look tired, they never look spent, they're just always great. Then we've got the One Star Cluster Coreopsis will pop in somewhere. We've got the pink Coreopsis, I just grabbed 5 of those, and we've got the Princess Nadia Ajuga, and the Sugar Kisses Goldenrod. And you know, the very first thing I think I'm gonna do is back them up to a hose and give them all a good drink. They were in the process of just starting to water when I was down there this morning, so a lot of these haven't had water yet today, and I don't know what exactly we're gonna get to, so I figure let's make the plants comfy in their new spot first so they don't dry out too much. Whew, air in the line. There we go. I don't know what happened to the end of this dram wand. I don't know where the diffuser went. There we go. We're gonna need this. I'll put the plants in this tub for Bethany to take them home in. All right, I went and grabbed the other arbs, which I think I've been calling tiny tots all morning. They're tater tots, right here. And they do look like tater tots. They are so cute. I kind of like the shape of these a little bit more than the stings for more of a tidy container look. But I also grabbed a couple Apache Rose Panicums because these are gorgeous and these will be really pretty fall color too. They might be a little bit like over large for these containers, but I don't know. We'll play with it a bit. These need to come out first. Oh, I like them better already. I feel so bad saying that, but I do. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's the best looking one right there. All right, guys, I've got a few different options here. So here's the tater tot. I love this blend. I'm completely cobbling this together. I've got some lantana I still had on hand from spring in our high tunnels, as well as a few wire vine. If I incorporated some of that with this sedum, I think that's a really peaceful look. And I think I do like the structure of this one a little bit more than a young sting anyway. You know, this one hasn't filled in yet, so it's got a little bit of a swoop right there. Or I could go a completely different direction and do the grass, which would take us into fall. I mean, the arb would take us into fall and winter as well, but grass has a little bit more of an autumn flair to it. And I've got a few Surefire Rose Begonias, and I could use the lantana in that one as well. A little bit more color at least. So I just texted Aaron and asked if he wanted to come give me his opinion on what he likes better. We'll see what he thinks. Oh, Benjamin. Is she? I'll come in. Oh, good morning, Samantha. Hi, baby. Do you all want to give me your opinion? So this is a complete cobble job, Erin. But I could go one of actually 3 ways. So there's the tater tot, which has a little bit more of a pleasant shape than the sting maybe as a container plant. I can go in with, I can't use the Surefire Rose in here because I think they get too big for the tater tot. But I could do kind of this like mix right here. Or this. You like the grass? Oh, yeah. Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The height is good, having some color. To me, not having any color at all.
Okay.
It just doesn't feel like summer to me.
Sure. Oh. And that one does take you into fall because a panicum, that's an Apache rose, will color really beautifully. And we can pop the more tender stuff out and put pansies in around the grass when it's done, maybe.
Yeah, I vote for this.
I just didn't.
That's pretty too, but
yeah.
But this is my vote.
So my vote is, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. I'll give this a 9 out of 10.
You give them both 9 out of 10s, but they're not 10 out of 10s. No, not quite.
Actually, this is a 10 out of 10, and since it has a bit of color, I like it, and I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, sounds good.
So it's almost tied up with this.
Cool. Okay, looks like we're going with the grass blend. Here's the deal, I only have 5 Surefire Rose begonias. So I either need to do just 2 in each pot, and maybe I can do that since they do have a back. I don't need to put one on the back side. Or maybe I tuck 3 into 1 and 2 into 1, I don't know. I just know they're gonna look a little bit better than they did before, I think, anyway. We wintered these over in the high tunnel from last year. They look awesome, don't they? A little root bound, a little stinky. It's all good. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. That might be nice. Let's try it. Oh, the sun went behind a tiny little cloud. Oh, for a second. Dang. Well, all things considered, I think these turned out beautiful. So I used the Apache Rose Panicum. So let me grab a tag so I can give you some stats on that. Right here, 48 inches tall, 30 inches wide. It's a zone 4 through 9. And they're just gorgeous. I mean, look at that vertical interest right there. Boy, these pots look so much better. And then I ended up using 3 of the Autumn Fire sedum. I only picked up 5, so I sent an SOS text down to my mom and asked her to set me back 1 more so I can finish the second pot. And that made it work out to where I used the Surefire Rose begonias as sort of an accent rather than the main focal, because these will start coloring up really beautifully here really soon. And then I put 1 wire vine out the front, and then I used 2 of the, what is it, lime twister? Yeah, lime twister sedum. And then I just didn't even use anything in the back because I don't think that you'll honestly even, like, it won't even register. And it's a little bit of a waste of a plant back there, especially with all of the tall stuff around this. Look at that. Oh, that's so much better. So now we're just gonna repeat as much as we can until we get our 3rd sedum in this second container. And the cool thing too about these containers is that the only thing I'll have to replace, the only thing that's frost tender, are the Surefire Rose begonias. So I can just pop those 2 plants out, pop in 2 pansies, and we'll be good to go for fall. I love it. All right, guys, these are done, minus the one sedum that we'll tuck in on this side, but it's just nice to see them fresh. Fresh plants in there, looking really good. And I anticipate the Surefire Rose Begonias will start looking better too. They'll fill in. Right now, one, they've been in containers, 4-inch containers this entire season. And then two, they've been getting a little bit of overhead water. So they've got some hard water staining, and now they're gonna be on drip. So it'll be, I think, just perfect. And all of these things like it on the drier side. So we can make sure that the drip is appropriate for all of them. We should be compatible, which I think was kind of part of my problem with the hibiscus and superbells together. Hibiscus want to be on the moist side while superbells need to dry out between watering. So that was my fault. That could have been user error, but I didn't love the big like blooms when they're done blooming falling off all over on the ground and all of that. So I don't know. Just grabbed the hose so I could water them in. I forgot to do that. This will help clean off the sides of the pot too. Okay, while I'm at it, I decided to give the broccoli bed a little bit of water, and look, we have little baby broccoli plants in here. They're all coming up. They're little, but they're there. Nothing in the melon bed so far. That looks wet enough. So while we're on the subject of swapping out plants, I'm gonna do a little swapping in the chicken coop pots as well. Okay, so in these containers, we've got some really nice stuff. There's some of the violet dahlias, the Kufia that I love. Oh my gosh, this is called Vivid Violet. Royal Velvet Supertunias, but look at the hibiscus. That's just kind of sad in there. I had to pop this in to hold it up after a windstorm. So I think I'm just gonna pop that whole hibiscus out and put a grass in. And I think that's gonna be instant amazing. And then I'm also going to pull the superbells out of this container, this window box, because look at them, they're just mangy. I'm gonna pull those out. The foliage is still green, so those aren't yellowing, so I wouldn't think they would be more yellow if they were getting too much water. But anyway, I thought I would pull these, and I've got those 3 lemon coral sedum, and we'll just mirror that look up here. And I think that will be instant beautiful as well. Oh my goodness, you guys, so much better. Look at this grass. This is another Apache rose. I love the way it looks in this container. It's the appropriate height. I was kind of hoping that that hibiscus would take off and really fill in this space, and it just didn't. So this is beautiful. And I think the color of the leaves look really beautiful with everything down below it. And then the lemon coral sedum, look at that, just 3 plants filling up the bottom of the window box. Oh my word. Now these did dry out once or twice. So we've got some crispy leaves, but they have rebounded since that happened, and we're keeping a little bit of a closer eye. So they should produce a little bit more color here pretty quickly. But if you stand back here and see the lemon coral in the front, the lemon coral right there, it's just a beautiful look. All right, so next we're gonna do the sedum in the Hartley containers. Look at how complete these containers are. I love them. This sedum is the perfect complement to the mangave. You see all the bees flying around because of the Suncredibles? Yeah, these are gorgeous. And what do you guys have?
We have some blackberries, some carrots, some strawberries, and some...
Oh my goodness, look at these.
There's only 2 goldberries. Some were buried in...
Are they? My goodness, the carrots are looking gorgeous right now. Oh, I see a wonky one. Yes. Nice.
That's the wonky donkey one.
That is a wonky donkey, yep. These look delicious. Can I eat this one?
Yeah, sure.
Mmm.
And look, this one has like a little...
Yum.
This one has another carrot growing on it.
Nice.
Should we eat one? No, we're good. Let's save this stuff for later. I took that part off. Just that one.
Good job on the harvest. Here's a little bit of a close-up look at those. So pretty. All right, guys, so at this point, I think I'm going to stop planting for the day. It is getting pretty darn hot. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today. And my mom and niece are on their way up here right now to cut some of these green lanterns out of the golden rain tree. Look at this. The tree is absolutely loaded. And while I wouldn't necessarily recommend that anybody plant one of these trees, they're a mess. I mean, they're gorgeous, and I would never replace this tree, and I hope I never have to because I love it. The structure of the trunk and everything's gorgeous, but they come out with loads of yellow blooms in the spring, and then it just litters the ground for several weeks and then turns into this, like a nice brownish matte mess in the flower beds. And then if we don't cut these out, which we can't cut all of those out for sure, they drop their little lanterns, which have these little seeds developing inside. Usually they're, you know, black when they're ripe. Anyway, they seed themselves all over. I can show you an example right here. Look at this. See? They're not hard to pull out, but they come up absolutely everywhere. Look at all this stuff on the ground. But my word, what a glorious tree. And look at the trunks. So pretty. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for my last project of the day is help cut some of these lanterns out of the tree.
Laura, I went to the house that our bill and followed up and yapping at me.
Look how pretty these are.
Okay. See, look at that. Look how much that is. That was like nothing off the tree.
You're good. Okay, we cut a few branches from the outside here. I was kind of hoping she would need more than that, but I'm gonna go ahead and trim up the other side just a little bit because you can see where these are just kind of hanging down pretty low. I mean, this one, like just full on smack in the face if you're not looking. So I'm gonna take care of a few branches on this side and then we'll be done. Well, that looks a lot better. We can walk freely at least underneath it. I do feel like we'll need to do a little bit more trimming as we go, but it's such a comfortable spot right here. We just love the shade. We use this area almost more than any other area on our property. Benjamin's doing some work with the seed pods there. He found some older ones. See, this is what they look like when they dry up. And then there's the seeds. Remember I was talking about how they look black? There they are. Also, the Oklahoma Sweetheart Redbud has put on a tremendous amount of growth. It is so happy in this container, which makes me so excited. This whole container has been so wonderful this season. I love it. And you guys, that is gonna do it for today's projects. One of the most fun things is that we still have a gator full of beautiful plants that we will probably plant out tomorrow in the garden. So we've got a couple of the lime twister sedum, all the echinacea and coreopsis, the ajuga, and the goldenrod. So stay tuned to see where those all end up. But looking around at the containers, it makes me so happy to see some fresh things and to see them looking a little bit more perky. And it is fun to try new plant combinations or different varieties of things from year to year. And sometimes you land on things that are just amazing. And sometimes you land on things that either maybe you didn't pair it right, like in my case, the hibiscus and super bells may not have been a super compatible pair, or maybe you just find something that doesn't perform as well as something you've tried in the past and you kind of want to go back to that. So I don't know, you kind of learn every year, or I do, from trying it out. And sometimes you just find that sweet spot for your plants. Kind of like the Oklahoma Sweetheart Redbud. I mean, it sat in a container all year in the high tunnel or outside the high tunnel last year, and then it wintered over in the high tunnel and it wasn't planted out until this spring, but it's clearly loving its life in that container and it's the perfect plant for that container. So we stumbled upon something awesome for that one. Oh, and it just feels worth it when you finally get that right combination. So anyway, I hope you guys are all having a great day and we will see you in the next video. Bye.